And we are standing here in front of a car. I understand there's a very interesting story behind this car. So if you could hold on to this microphone for a second, I'm going to see the story behind the car. Hold on. Wait. I don't see it. I couldn't find the story behind the car, so I guess you're going to have to tell it to us. What's your name?
Bob.
And Bob, what's the... what?
Russo.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Russo.
Yeah, thank you.
Bob, can I call you Bob?
Sure can.
Okay, Mr. Russo. And what is the story behind this car?
Well, I picked up about maybe 12 years ago, and...
did it look like this 12 years ago?
No, it didn't.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, it was pretty much stock, and put a new engine in it, and tranny, and quite a bit of work.
And it's still a work in progress, I assume.
Yeah, it is.
They always are, aren't they?
You never stop.
Yeah, you run out of money, you wait a while, you get more money, you do it again, yeah. What kind of engine you got in there?
It's a 383 stroker running about 450 horse.
Oh, so what does it sound like when you fire it up?
Pretty wild.
give me a brum brum.
A brum brum.
That's pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear the boom boom at this. Like an idiot, I'm standing in front of it. Thank you. I have to go get medical attention now. Thank you very much. Now this is interesting. As you can you see inside the engine here? These three things right here? Those are tin cans that hold various foodstuffs, and as you're driving, they cook. So you've got some like roast beef in here, you got your beans in there, and you put, I don't know, some rice or something in there, a little water, and about, 100 miles or so, you got yourself a nice meal, and while you're driving, you can smell the aroma coming through the firewall. They call that a firewall because they want to, in case the food catches fire, they don't want it to go into the main part there. So you just pull over and have yourself a little picnic. Now, a lot of people don't realize that in their effort to make everything as realistic as possible, going back to the 50s and 60s, they have actually gone to the Department of Transportation, picked up some actual 1954 Caltrans cones. These are the actual original cones that they used in the construction of the highways in California. This one, it was borrowed, I think, from the Smithsonian. We have to be really careful with this because it is a very valuable antique. And they told us, to be really, really, really careful with these things because they're worth a fortune. So, moving it. One side. Wait, I got it. Okay, I got it. You don't. Woo! Sorry. So they're very. Move along here. Okay, this. Don't kid! I told you to watch out for. Okay. We'll put this cup on top of it. They'll never notice. Shh. Come on. It's a motorcycle engine. This is a Honda motorcycle engine, and this is not a Honda motorcycle. I know this because it's got 4 wheels. That's how you distinguish motorcycles from cars. It's fuel injected, this person tells me. Come here. Let's not do this long distance. All right, what's your name, first of all?
Bill Souza.
All right, this must be your car.
Yes, it is.
Or car, it's a hybrid. It's part motorcycle. Okay, we'll get on this side. Okay.
The camera's over here.
Okay, the camera. Oh, I see. You want me to be off camera. You've done this before.
Yes, I have many times.
Okay, he's an ex-movie star, folks. He starred in Roy Ranger's Riders back in the 1930s, back in the silent film.
Yeah, we had horses, too.
They had horses, too. Speaking of horses, how many horsepower this thing got?
178 horse.
Holy bananas.
It redlines at 11,500 RPM.
And you know this because...
It's on the tag.
Okay. I'm going to step back a little bit.
The whole car's handmade.
Really?
The whole car is I only have $4,500 and this whole thing complete. So don't thank you.
Again?
It's a 65 Shelby Cobra. Mm-hmm. He built it in 2002. Mm-hmm. And that's about all I know. He built it for road racing. And so it's got all the roll bars and all that kind of stuff. You have to climb in the doors. You can't open them.
Oh, the doors don't open.
The doors don't open. So we take it to car shows, and he has fun out on the highway when the police aren't looking.
You didn't hear that here. Do you get to drive it?
No. I do. I would get to, but I haven't yet because it has a little too much power.
Let's find out. Here, hop in.
No.
You want to go cruising? Let's go down to the Burger King.
We could
to the
do that.
drive-through in this
could.
thing, and those pimply-faced kids would have a cow, wouldn't they?
They would not be able to hear us order.
That's half the fun. You never know what you're going to get.
That's true.
Well, it is a beautiful car, and when your husband comes back from getting hot dogs or whatever it is he went off to foolishly, tell him that he has a very lovely car and a very lovely wife.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
This Ford Roadster here, take a look at this engine right here. The interesting thing about this one is that it's nuclear powered. These are the two cooling towers they have, and the plutonium is down in there. So whenever they run this, you have to be at least 150 feet away to be safe. It's shut down right now, otherwise you'd be hearing alarms and such. But the very first nuclear-powered Roadster right here. You saw it first here, folks. Here we have the drive-through mobile, which is equipped, and this is how it came out of the factory, by the way. It's equipped already with its own speaker for drive-in movies, if you can see that. We'll get a close-up on that. And on this side, it's equipped with a permanent food tray for drive-in food places. This saved a lot of time when we went to drive-in movies and drive-thrus. And also it had the Shoney's Big Boy permanently bolted to each fender here. So if you go to a Big Boy, they give you a discount if you drive through. And if you have two of them especially, they get a bigger discount. So this is the car that you wanted if you're going out to do things like drive-in movies and drive-through eateries. We are standing here in front of the Blues Rod, and I have a very important question.
Yes,
Why is it the Blues Rod when it's red?
because it has painted on here Blues Clues.
Ah, the famous Blues Clues.
There.
And I also notice a photograph down there with the Blues Brothers.
Blues Brother has a dual theme.
Ah, a dual theme.
Dual theme.
Cool. So do you play a lot of blues in the car when you're driving around?
No, I listen to the engine.
And because you can't hear anything else.
That's right. It rumbles.
And what is your name?
Ron.
Tell us about the car.
Well, it's about a 12-year restoration. It was totally dismantled, and the frame off, and has a Chevy Nova front clip, front suspension, engine. Is a 383 stroker, 450 horsepower.
And the body is?
The body is a 47 Ford.
And it wasn't always red, was it?
No.
So is it an ongoing project, or are you done?
It's done. It was a 12-year project.
Wow. So where have you taken this thing?
It's been through 9 states, Nevada, Colorado, just many others.
You ever just drive it through the drive-thru and just watch people's eyes as they watch it go by, remembering those days gone by?
Constantly, yes.
You're my kind of guy, then. Okay, this engine is a what?
It's a Chevrolet, and it's a 383 stroker engine. It has a 400 crank from 400 cubic inch Chevy engine.
Now I know a lot of things about engines. What's this thing right here?
That's the radiator cap.
Oh, right, of course, the radiator cap. And this is the oil pressure
Air cleaner.
air cleaner. Yes, of course. And
The air conditioning.
it has air conditioning.
Let's see, that's the alternator. It has power steering
Yeah, that's the power steering thing.
and has power front disc brakes.
And how many cylinders does it have?
It's 8 cylinders.
8 cylinders, ladies and gentlemen.
450 horsepower.
Wow. And a belt, and a fan,
Right.
and the radiator thing. I told you I knew everything.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, thank you for the tour.
All right, you're welcome.
Whoops. Just kidding.
Old-fashioned radio comedy with a modern edge is available on your computer or MP3 player. It's called Bells in the Bat Free, and all you have to do is go to thebatfree.com.
They have to bring up their browsers first.
Bring up your browser and go to thebatfree.com.
After they turn on their computers.
Turn on your computer, bring up your browser, and go to thebatfree.com.
Make sure you have an internet connection.
Oh, be quiet.